So now I'm gonna go right here. It's a quick move. Right here, over the top, to the wrist, but I'm already here. I'm already here, okay? And I can step into his waist. Now I'm gonna shoot my head in front, okay, and trap his arm and grab the leg. So I'm gonna be here, 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 yeah. I'm here, present on this side. I'm here, I'm gonna slap it down, slap, okay? And then my head's gonna go right here. I grab the single leg and I get up. Okay. Whenever I get to this standing single, I'm trying to get this leg up as quickly as possible. I don't want to spend hardly any time here. I get here quickly, boom, boom, leg comes up. Leg comes up. And I'm away from the weight. Okay? I used to work out with Donald Lockett at San Francisco State. Donald Lockett was a national finalist. I think he was a 3-time All-American. Real strong, real stocky. And he knew I wanted to wrestle with elbows, so he'd go right there. And I would get this all the time. Come up in your stance, I'm here, right there. And I'm on the leg, I still have his arm. I still have his arm right here with my hand. I have the leg and the arm. Right there. Up. I trip him down. Questions? See what I'm doing? So I'm here, slap, my head doesn't go outside, it goes inside. And I take a step and I run that leg down. It's not a penetration. I'm penetrating with a step. I'm not penetrating to my knees. So I'm not shooting. I'm up. Again. Slap, 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 grab. No. Up. Up. I'm taking my head, stand up, and I'm taking my shoulder right into his arm here. Right here. My head is in his back. But I'm grabbing here. Grab it here. You got to get good at that bump and squat too to get the leg up. Most of us aren't good enough at that yet. So we're hanging out in here, even just a single leg, you little wizard. Okay, you can't hang out here. Okay, I gotta get this foot up right away. Now I'm gonna win. Now I'm gonna win. The higher you get the foot, the greater the chances he goes down to the mat. Okay. Watch the technique again. Do your side. If you're a righty, you're gonna do this on the right side. If you're a lefty, you're gonna do it on the left side. Elbow, slap, catch, trap, run down single. Here you go, 1, 2. Okay, a couple more setups, okay, with the same position. These all go together, right? You're thinking about the higher level of competitions, whether it's high level high school or high level college, it's really about your finishes, right? You gotta have great finishes, you gotta have, actually, it's really about your setups. Excuse me, your setup. I gotta get in. These guys have great position. It's hard even to get to a leg, okay, against some guys and girls. So your setup's gotta be good. So this one again, he's thumb blocking me here, okay? My head's on this side already. When I go drag, I'm gonna shoot my arm, my shoulder right there. And I'm holding the arm, I'm gonna run it down so I can get his leg up. I'm not trying to scoot around this man, okay? I'm gonna go straight to him. Now, this next one is a little more technical, and it's called a bump drag, okay? And I think about this every time somebody grabs my wrist, I'd like to hit this. My father taught me this skill a long time ago. So when they go same side wrist grab, okay? Same side wrist grab, I'm gonna pull my hand back to my crotch. And this is just elongating his hand, okay? So I'm gonna trip him. So when I go here, I'm gonna drag, but I'm also gonna step right here. Okay, stay on your feet a little bit, coach. You can disrupt your knee for me. Okay, and then from here, I bump it. Bump it. That's why it's called a bump drag. And I stick my elbow on his chest right there and try to bump him to his back. He's gonna roll to his belly, and I come. Okay, so it's an inside out trip. And I'm gonna step to the trip, okay, which makes it a little bit awkward. Okay, so it takes some coordination. Again, I might be here. He grabs my wrist here. Okay, maybe just kind of go up like this. I bring it down. I'm gonna turn my thumb down and bring it to my crotch. Okay, right there. I step, trip, and I bump. Bump drag. Say bump drag.
Bump drag.
It's a great skill. Okay, one more time. I saw Jeff McGinnis hit this the first time when he was in high school in the state finals. Okay, here. Maybe he grabs my wrist, like he comes out, you know, you got the kids that want to grab wrists and hand fight in here. And maybe he comes out, he grabs my wrist, and I break it the first time, like, oh, okay, you want to grab wrists, I see. So I'm gonna bait him. If he does something to me, he's probably gonna go there again. So next time I'm gonna do this. Question?
Can you show the footwork one more time?
Yeah. So again, whether he, see how he just reached out and grabbed it, whether I put my hand on him and he reached up and grabbed it, which is a great thing to do too. If he puts his hands on me, I might come up and go right down there. And I might shoot off of that as I drive that back to his leg. But he's here, he grabs my hand. I'm real subtle, real subtle. I'm gonna pull back to my crotch, step in. Inside out grip, right there. I have his leg trapped, I put my elbow on his chest. I don't want him to re-drag me and try to scoot around behind me. Okay, that could happen. We'll see if he's good, or she's good. So that's why I stick my elbow on the chest and finish. One more time, he's here, boom. Either way, it doesn't matter. See, the first move is back, back. And I want him sort of leaning into me too. Okay? Try this one, bump drag. Here we go, 1, 2. It's the same concept as your inside trip. If I was gonna hit an inside trip, I wanna get my knee down to the mat. Okay, let's say I have wrestled a coach here, I pull him around here, stand up coach, boom, boom, inside trip. I need to get my knee down. Okay, if I stay up high, it's just liable to throw me. Right? I'll do that again. I get an underhook, put your head in my chest. Boom, right there. Look where my knee goes, to the mat. And knock him down, I finish with a double leg. Okay? Same concept here. He grabs my wrist. I gotta get this foot to the mat. I pump him in his chest right there. He's gonna roll off to his belly, and I cover. Okay? So it's a timing thing. But this, as you drag, you're already into your step. You know, you can't drag and look at it. You know, this is one move. He grabs my wrist, boom. I'm already into the step. And I want this arm dragged by me. And then I can bump him to the mat. I really like this one. This is, you know, we're hand fighting, and we can do some low single stuff. So when you get a guy that's just great with collar tie, okay, he beats me to the collar tie. And I'm wrestling from here. Maybe I like to wrestle from the elbows. I dig back in, and he beats me back to it, right? So I'm having a hard time keeping him off my head. Maybe he's really strong, he's pushing me around. I'm gonna do an overtie post. An overtie post. I really like this skill. He collar ties me, and I collar tie him over the top. So instead of trying to win back in here, I'm gonna go over the top, and I take his ear, and I pull it to his bicep. Here, and that makes his collar ties really weak. Really weak. Give me a little more strength right there. Really weak, because I pull it here. So now, this is my side. I'm a lefty. So my other hand, let's keep that in there tight. Okay? I want this arm straight. I really don't want him bending his arm because then he can probably block me. So as I go here and I pull here, I want him trying to shoot this in here deeper. Okay? I'm gonna take this free hand and I'm gonna go here. And I'm gonna post like this. Shot. Right there. One of my favorite shots. Okay, again, let's turn this way. He collar tight me. Right hand collar, he's a right hand lead. This is where he's the strongest. He's right here, this is where he's the strongest. So he wants to be there. He clamps on me, boom, right here. Here. Instead of fighting in, I go over the top. I'm gonna grab his ear or his headgear, and I pull his head sideways. I make it weak because I glue it to his bicep, right here, over the top. This hand comes off on this side, we can be tight up on this side, and it's a quick, and I can shoot with two hands. Okay, I can shoot a low single, I can shoot a straight single. It's basically a straight low single. There, down here, right here. Wrestle here, and hand comes off, boom, boom. And I shoot to a lock. Okay? This is kind of loose. You got to remember, this is a head inside single leg right here. Lots of defense he can do there. He's going to try to sprawl, so I got to be ready to wrestle in that position. This is why, especially for you lefties, you should get used to finishing with your head on either side. Okay? It really shouldn't matter where your head goes, you're going to finish. Because if I go here, and then he starts to square on me, and I end up here, I got to finish with a right-handed double leg. And that's okay. You see it? Yeah.
If we're right-handed, should we practice this with
our partner going lefty, or?
That's a great question. This is why single legs are made for left-handed wrestlers, right? You could do that, or you could just make him square up. Okay. If he comes righty, if he comes lefty collar right here, he's probably going to have this leg forward anyways, right? I go here. Okay. So my side again, right here. He collar ties me. Boom, boom, boom. You feel how this neutralizes your collar tie?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not comfortable.
And he probably doesn't even want to stay in here with me.
I don't like it.
Okay. But if he's a horse, he's going to try to drive in tough and keep pushing. Boom, boom. Works even better. Works even better. Okay? Good stuff. Take your time with this one. It's a setup. The penetration is the same. You're just going to change levels and shoot like you normally would. Okay? Here we go. 1, 2. Okay? Setups. And hand fighting a little bit. Coach is talking about you guys are getting your wrists tied up and you don't know what to do when you get your wrists tied up. So, you know, anytime somebody grabs my wrist, and this as a general rule, anytime they grip you, right? He grips me. Turn your hand the other way. It doesn't matter how he grabs my hand, but whatever he does, I gotta break that grip. I'm not gonna come up in your stance a little bit. I'm not gonna let him just grab my wrist and hold on to me, okay? And I'm not gonna keep wrestling, okay? So my thing is, stop wrestling and break the grip. Like that's the first priority. Doesn't matter what they're doing. He gripped me, I gotta break that grip, okay? I might snatch it, if his hand's like this, turn this way, turn like this, I might snatch up, okay? If his hand's the other way, I might snatch down. I might go elbow to elbow to break the grip, right there, okay? He could be holding me hard, real hard, we're in the tie, he got this hand hard. I might use my knee to break that grip, but I'm not gonna just let him hold my hand, okay? So I want you guys to snatch the grip off and then change places. So let's say he's here, and I'm getting to my Russian tie. I'm gonna create an angle, okay? Other side, okay? And I'll just snap, it's a real snatchy thing. I slap it off. And I'm gonna create an angle with the Russian tie. Okay, he should stand up, start defending the Russian tie. Okay, and we're, hand fight there. We can spar from that position. So we're not trying too hard. Coach, you go, I grab his wrist, takes it off, break the angle. Right there. Stand up with your Russian tie, stand up. There's a Russian tie. Okay, bend over like you were. He's not gonna stay there. Okay, he might trip there, but I don't want to feed my head in there unless I'm gonna do something with it. So, he grabs my wrist, I'm gonna create a Russian tie, stand up with that. Stand up with that. Okay, that's first. Here we go, 1, 2. Harder than it is. When I'm here, right here, I'm just changing levels and I'm gonna shoot straight. But I have to travel, right? I have to travel, my knee has to penetrate. It's not a low single, but from this position, if I change levels and shoot straight, okay? That's not a swing single penetration. So I did outside step, shoot around the corner like that. I'm just gonna penetrate straight, just like your rock over step. So just work on this. I'm gonna aim for his thigh. where my shoulder's gonna hit his thigh, and I'm gonna shoot my hands behind the knee. I'm gonna be here, right there. And then I can move behind. I can stand up. I can switch my head to the outside and switch to a double. Okay, so get that motion first, and then we'll go back to the setup. Watch one more time. I'm just gonna change levels and shoot straight. And shoot straight. It's different than my drive single. Put your hands on from here, and I'm gonna try to come up with the leg. Okay, it's different than a low single, where I'm here, and I'm gonna be here. Okay, now he's got a lot of things he can do to stop me, so I gotta be ready to chain wrestle there onto the finish. Okay, but my head's inside to start. If he puts it outside, that's fine. I'll switch to right-handed, but I'm not gonna shoot my head outside because I want my lefty single. Questions? One more time. If his hands are on me now, collar tie, same shot. Same shot, yes.
When you have, are you driving into him when you have
No.
overtie?
I'm just pulling his head.
So you're pulling
I'm pulling his ear to his bicep to make his collar tie weak, and then I go underneath that collar tie. Okay? There's nothing to stop me when I do that. Okay? Do it right. 1, 2. Okay. So you shoot a single leg, and you're in a position where they can defend you, right? So coach's hands up, like if I shoot to this position here, and I grab a single leg here. There's a lot of stuff he can do. He's still on his feet. He hasn't strong yet. Okay, in this position. If he starts to turn his knee down, no. You get that little single leg on me. Okay, so I'm gonna start to turn my knee down. Turn my knee down. Okay, I call that stuck in the mud. I do not want to be stuck in the mud. Okay, I'm not just gonna go with this position. Turn. So if I get to here and I feel his knee go down, I'm gonna plant my hand to keep my height. I'm not going to hold this leg like this and go down with it here. Okay? That's not what I want. So, as I feel my body going down, I'm going to plant my hand. So I let go. I plant. So my body doesn't go down. I hold the foot with this leg, this hand. I can reshelf the foot and work up to my feet or behind me. So from here, turn this way, coach. Take my straight single. Here. He starts to turn, boom, I turn this corner, my hand's going down. Okay, shelving, probably standing up with the leg, okay? Lots of skill you gotta work in there. Okay, you need to spend some time on this position. Whether I shoot a single leg here, and we go knee down here, into this wizard position, whether I shoot a straight single, and he turns me down, I'm gonna post that hand on the mat. If I do go down to the mat with my head and stuck in the mud, I'm gonna take my hand above the knee. I'm gonna try to get backside and shove. If I can't do that, I stop messing around, I stand up. Okay, you have to trigger getting up with the leg and be committed to getting up with every single leg. Okay, like hey, something happens, they try to stop me, I'm standing up no matter what. That makes sense? So it's a commitment to standing up with the leg and understanding this, there is no other answer. That is the answer, stand up. Okay? So again, I get to here, we turn here, okay? Turn this way. Okay, ideally, I'm gonna take my hand back above the knee. I don't wanna be here because he can put way more torque on me and turn his knee out. Okay? So from here, I get my hand above the knee. Now I can try to move behind this leg. I can try to get, turn. As long as I stay here, my elbows to the mat, I can try to drive backside. Okay? But if he's really good here, I'm probably not getting that. Okay? So stay on the mat a little bit. I'm going to take my free hand, I go to the top of his knee, and I pull it up on my ramp and I stand up. Look how his hip is in this awkward position. That's what I want. Okay? Really hard for him to defend me. He's going to straighten and face me. Boom! I do that same time. Okay? Same time. Bam. Down. So again, I'm going straight single, and here we end up in this position here. I'm trying to run backside. Any little hiccup, get up. Don't wait. Here. I'm thinking about the roll through. Okay, if he try to roll through, I just drop. I'm catching. Okay, so it's really hard for him to roll through with his hip like that anyways. Okay, he's got to square his body before he can get to the roll through. So again, we shoot. Let's go overtie now. He goes counter tie. I pull that head. See what I do right away is I'll go here and go here. And I'm physical about it. If I can't grab his ear, I grab his headgear. And I pull it sideways, strong. Okay, now, boom, straight shot. He went there. Okay, cool. I probably can get the corner. Okay, maybe not. Stand up, down. Okay, take him towards his back if you can. Question me, like we gotta get the penetration perfect. Right, when your penetration's perfect and you really feel that shot, and now your confidence is up, and you feel like I got the speed and the power to get there, then the rest of it is easy to me. But if you don't have your penetration correct, it's very difficult. Okay, so just give me a trophy stance right now. When we shoot this double leg, or any shot really, my level change is what's going to speed me up. So I'm not going to take a running start. When I go like this, speeds me up. So my speed goes, I can take off on this guy, okay? But my hands are going to trigger. I don't want to do this. See, we get in trouble as coaches when they take things too literal. You're going to be here, then we say change levels, okay? Then we say shoot. Well, there's no way Ian's going to let me get to his legs if I go like this. His hands are going to come right here. Just stay in your stand. Just drop your hands. Okay? He's going to stop me there. Right? Especially if I bring my hands back. So when I change levels, I'm changing levels forward. Forward. Underneath him. So he's a trophy stand. If I'm here, I'm like this. This is where my level change comes from. I'm here. And now from here, my hands trigger. I'm not going to hold my hands back. My hands are going to fire, which is going to fire in my chest and my hip. And I take off like a rocket. Okay? I take off. But I'm not changing levels like this and going backwards. My chest drops, my hands go. I go underneath his chin. Right there. Okay? I want to let my hands go long. I don't want my hands to be short. You know, if I go shoot a little single, okay, you shoot it. Go ahead. You shoot. Okay, he didn't really take a step. For this double leg, there's no step either, but there actually is a step. It's just, you just can't perceive the step because it's so quick. Stand up. So when I step for my double, I might go here. See that? I mean, here. There was a step. Here. And I'm gone. So there's a little step as I close the gap, but I'm not going to step and shoot at the same time. On the double. When I go to here, I want him to reach. So there's a whole lot of stuff I'm doing before I even shoot. We're faking, or we're circling, or we're clearing ties, or whatever. Okay? But I want to threaten him. I want him to feel my speed, and then I'm gonna go, hey, let's tie up. See that? That was it right there. He just fell over me. And so he's coming to me, same time I'm coming to him. Make sense? I'm not gonna shoot at him backing up like this. Okay? I want him to be like this, where he's reaching. And I've already taken the step. Now I just have to take off. Just have to take off. And that's that rock over step. I'm shooting with my core, my hips. My shoulder is a weapon. My hands fire past. I lock the legs. So if you know the rock over, you actually have this position already. Step, drop. Right there. Right there. The drop sped me up. My arms fire. My hips come. My hips come. And I'm extending through the shot. The hip extension. I'm never going to be like this.